This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Today, the championship in the Big Ten Conference is on the line. It's the San Diego State Aztecs against the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. They have got to stay focused on this opportunity today. Earlier losses this season have put their backs against the wall, but he does not want his team playing with that stress and anxiety. He said, I know an automatic bid is on the line, a chance at the college football playoff, but I want our team focused on one play at a time and making sure they're the best version of themselves here today. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And following the return, we have an injured player down on the field. Tough to see this in the opening minute of the game. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, not all drops are created equal, and on third down, it just feels like a bigger drop. And trust me, nobody feels worse than this wide receiver. So as a quarterback, you go over to the sideline, you've got to make sure to go up to that player, and you've got to be a leader. Tell him, hey, we're going to come back to you. We need you the rest of this game. He cannot go in the tank after that drop.
To throw, it's Taylor. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. The Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense, is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football, create contact to knock it loose.
Promising start to the drive, but now two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it rip. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
The San Diego State offense on the field now. They'll run it here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. This is really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Can he make it to the marker?
That is just not what this group was looking for. They weren't aggressive at all. 3 straight runs, and you're going to have to punt it away. Didn't get the job done up front, and certainly as an offensive play caller, that is very safe.
And the Aztecs will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Taylor. Quick throw to his receiver. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Well, they try the middle, but stop for no gain.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Handoff from the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense has it, off and running. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Aztecs. The defense produces 6 points. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
rush gets home. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Taylor. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Caught behind the line. It's West. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I've been so excited to watch this guy play. He's so aggressive. We're going to see this all day long. He is one of the better linebackers in the country. Here he's in the backfield making a play. His ability to diagnose what's going on the other side of the football is so good.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's Black. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a 1st down at the 47. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on 1st down, move the chains on 2nd and 3rd down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on 1st down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. To the air, it's Taylor. And the pressure's on. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of the 1st quarter. San Diego State has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
When they're trying to rely on those yards after the catch to pick up the 1st down, it's just not there. Chris, the pursuit and the ability to tackle in space, that's what's showing out for this defense, and they get off the field on 4th down.
They're going to run it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's low. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Chris, that is outstanding defense. Normally the running back out of the backfield, he's open, and the quarterback knows that he can just check it down, but the defense is all over him. Nice hit right there as the ball arrives.
And the ball rolls dead. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Back to pass. It's Taylor. Gets made on the out route. They stop him at the 22. That's important breathing room on this drive.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
There's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Can he make it? He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Aztecs looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. And they're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
Quarterback keeps the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, you can see the emphasis in the game plan from this defense. They know that they're going to see these types of concepts from this offense all day long, and they're ready for it here early in this game, and they create an obvious passing situation. This is exactly what they're going to need to do the rest of the game. Give their pass rush an opportunity on these long yardage situations.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Takes a shot at the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, watching tape of this free safety, he's so good in this center field position. He's got man defense being played in front of him, and so he can float. Wherever the quarterback's eyes go, he goes. And watch as he just floats with the eyes, and then he's able to bat that ball away. What a good player. That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. He was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pregame. And here we go in a live situation, and he misses it.
Back to pass. It's Taylor. Bringing pressure. Oh, they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Escapes the pocket. Across the 30. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35.
This is exactly what's so impressive on film preparing for this team is to see the quarterback's speed. Look at his athleticism and explosiveness once he gets to the second level. You can tell that he is so comfortable running the football. This is a huge gain, an explosive run, and this isn't even a designed quarterback run.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, this set of downs was doomed from the start. You take a sack on first down, it's going to be second and long, and now you're throwing the football because you have to. The defense is ready. It's an incompletion, and now it's third and long.
An important third down attempt for this offense. To the air, it's Taylor. Here comes the rush. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
It's a pretty solid job by the quarterback here. At least now the head coach is going to have to make a decision. It's third and forever, and he's able to scramble and at least get themselves in the vicinity where they could potentially go for this. Nice job not forcing it down the field. You don't want to turn the football over, and now they can at least have a decision.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner heads out of bounds. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. That's caught. It's West. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
With a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Back to throw. It's Taylor looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And the Aztecs now will spend their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Takes off in a bootleg. On another sack. This defense on fire. Mississippi State calls their 2nd timeout now. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
A sack like that on 2nd down is a drive killer. Now 3rd and forever, and now this pass rush, you know it's going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Aztecs will send their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the return. And the returner is brought down. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to throw. It's Taylor. Zips it down the middle. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The Aztecs will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Out of bounds after a solid gain. Moves the ball across the 40.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Tailback with another carry. Again, the run goes nowhere, and it's 3rd and long. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. And following the punt return, we have an injured player down on the field. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. It's a draw to the back. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place. And again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Aztecs will bring their punt team on the field now.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Coming after him. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Ball handed to the running back, but they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, it has been tough sledding for him. He is under 3 yards per carry. There's just been very little space. This offensive line has not provided him the holes necessary to really churn up that ground game. Credit this defense so far. We'll see if they can continue to do it.
Scanning the field. It's Taylor. Pressure is coming. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
This guy is in complete control right now. He doesn't love what he sees down the field, and he sees an opening for his legs, and he's able to take it. He gets the line to gain, and then he slides and avoids the hit. A++. This quarterback's playing at a very high level.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Black. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Chris, I think the most important trait that a corner can have is actually the ability to be physical and tackle. Watch him get a tackle for loss on the outside. That's a massive play for the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
That's a solid tackle by this defense, just short of the marker, but inside of 2 yards, I think you're going to go for this if you're the offense. I would certainly be aggressive here on 4th down.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. There'll be a rule down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
That is an outstanding job recognizing what the defense is doing. As he sees this blitz, he goes immediately to the back. There's no one left for the back, and he's able to get the line to gain for a 1st down. So the risk-reward of sending this pressure against a quarterback who is seeing it really well, and right now the offense is winning that.
They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle. This defense doing a great job at containing the running back. He just hasn't got it going so far.
Each of these teams wanted to come in and establish the run game, and Chris, neither of them have been able to do that. Credit to these defenses, but now you've got to transition. You've got to adjust, and it's going to be a quarterback game. Whichever quarterback can come out, find his rhythm, and execute, that's the team that's going to win.
Scanning the field. It's Taylor. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. And the Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense takes the lead here in the 2nd half.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, what a move. Five-yard pickup on 1st down and sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play-calling options here. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's low. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
It's Mississippi State on top now. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Chris, it seems to me like this quarterback is predetermining where he wants to throw the football. He's got to just read the concept out. Here, the coverage is really good.
He fakes it. Now looks to throw. It's caught, but now can he make the first down? He goes out of bounds. That's short of the marker. Turnover on downs.
This is the risky part of making these punts, is that you're going to present great field position to the opposing offense. Now, if I'm that group, I get aggressive here. Chris, look for the next couple of plays. This offense to go down the field and really try to take a swing.
And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Give a lot of credit to this defense here, because this is the right play call. They're trying to utilize the success of the last snap, an explosive run, and they're trying to throw play action and get these safeties down in the box and take a big shot over the top. And the defense was ready. Nobody bites, and the defensive line is able to get up the field and get after the quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Dropping back, it's Taylor. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense, try to get another series moving forward.
And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. A San Diego State offense on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen, and it's completion for this offense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Sutton. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on 1st down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation.
Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
I love that they're attacking more down the field in these intermediate spaces, and in order to do that, you've got to throw the football with leverage, and he does that, where your guy has a better opportunity than the defender. But if you're going to do that, you've got to trust that your wide receiver can go out there and make catches like this. He lays out, catches the football.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Looking to throw. It's Taylor. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle, but 1st down.
As an offensive coordinator, I would have this play in my game plan as many different ways as I possibly could. Drag the tight end across the formation. It's the easiest completion for a quarterback in football.
With the 1st down from the 17, more comfortable position for this offense now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Grinding away on the ground. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Contact as he threw it. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Aztecs now will spend their first timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by San Diego State. That's their second. They've got 1 more timeout to use now.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
And now the Aztecs will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The back's got it.
Fights through a tackle.
Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you try to run the clock out and secure the victory. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, we arrive at the most important snap of the entire game right here, and it comes down to how much trust you have in your quarterback. Do you want to put it in his hands, let him throw the football, knowing that an incompletion is going to stop the clock and really give this defense a chance to put their offense on the field with plenty of time?
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Back to throw. It's Taylor. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead remains 6 after the miss.
Right when it left his foot, you could tell he was just hoping for a good bounce, but he doesn't get it. As my friend Tim Brando would say, the iron is untied.
Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. They take a shot on the first play of the drive, but don't connect.
Chris, this is a tough situation for a quarterback. Defense is in dime defense, which means that there's 2 extra defensive backs on the field. It means that there's tight windows down the field. I would always look towards the sideline or those checkdowns, the backs out of the backfield over the middle. A lot of times you can gain some yardage just dumping it off short. Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. 6-point game. The offense is out there trying to convert on this 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's nice to get that pickup and stop the clock, but they've got to move down the field in a hurry. They've got a lot of ground to cover, and they've got to get in the end zone. You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to be in there to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep. Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback, and here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field, but again, it always comes down to protection.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? The receiver grabs it. Open field ahead. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
What a huge first down to stop the clock. And now they need to move quickly. They've got to get points on this drive.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Been so difficult for them to establish any sort of rhythm on offense because this quarterback's below 50% throwing the football. He's got to get on track and play much better if they want to come back in this game. And it starts with timing. Your feet have got to be the clock of the offense. And right now as a quarterback, I feel like his feet are all over the place.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, with the clock where it's at, I don't think you can guarantee yourself that next possession. So I think this is it. I think you've got to stay on the field with your offense. Try to execute here, get the first down, and put the ball in the end zone.
Crucial play here. They go to the air. Deep shot toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete on the final play. Broken up for the defense to preserve this victory. Conference champions. Not many would have attached that label to this team. There were a lot of skeptics, and they stumbled a few times along the way, Joel, but the resilience, keeping that belief, coming together after defeats is what got them here.
100%, Chris, and it was a great run for them. But remember, in this era, this is what makes it so great in the playoff. I think it's more about the way you're playing now versus what you've done for the entirety of the season. So they can take this momentum and maybe make a playoff run. I would not put it past this group.
One final salute for our conference champions today, and we'll see you at the College Football Playoff. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.